Hello everyone, we're the Continuity Crew. I'm Will.
I'm David.
That's Win, and today we're doing another episode of the Big Feature Film Review where we talk about the biggest theatrical releases that came out this week, and we're talking about Bodies, the latest A24 film. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down below. Hit the bell, and we're gonna talk about what we thought about this movie. We'll talk spoilers near the end. We'll give our ratings as well. Bodies follows when a group of rich 20-somethings plan a hurricane party at a remote family mansion.
Rich 20-something.
A party game turns deadly in this fresh and funny look at backstabbing, fake friends, and one party gone very, very wrong.
I don't want to be grouped with 20-somethings in this movie.
Oh well.
This isn't my generation's doing. Our generation's doing. This is like the one below us, the one after us.
It's still us.
You think so? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely people like this that are very disconnected from reality.
And they do TikTok dances and shit. And that bothers me so much.
Yeah. Directed by Helena Rain and written by Sarah Delap, and Kristen Rapinian. Okay, so she's only really directed this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is A24's kind of thing, I guess. But what did you think about Bodies?
I think this was very enjoyable.
It was very fun. We're doing another movie this week, Bullet Train, or at some point we're gonna have a review coming out on that. But I think both these movies are very, very fun.
Yeah,
something fun to shut your mind off to or go see with friends, and they did a good job about that. I think movies advertise themselves to be doing that recently since summer, but they're not all okay or good even. I
think it's the only time where you can actually advertise as like fun.
Yeah,
because like every other time it's like, oh, enjoyable something holiday movie.
Yes, absolutely. But this was fun. That's my biggest takeaway from this movie.
Yeah,
it was fun. I put fun, just good fun.
I mean, to be real, I do like some of the plot lines in this movie. For example, just them freaking the fuck out.
Yes.
Because what do you call that? Because one of them thinks that like they actually genuinely killed someone.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that's the main storyline, but it's kind of sided. Like they kind of put it on the side for a second.
Yeah, there's
like, the most part of the movie, they kind of put it on the side.
A lot of the characters are really interesting. They've got there's drama, stuff that we didn't see happen in the movie, and they put it together pretty well, and I like that a lot.
And I like this group of characters. It's I don't want to say realistic, but it feels very genuine.
Yes.
To have this group. I just fucking hate one of the characters, and that's it.
They're all just like they're irredeemable, like 20-somethings, and they're just.
They're supposed to be redeemable because they're like rich kids.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
But it's fun to
make fun of rich people.
Yeah, eat
kids.
The rich. Am I right? Yeah. What are some of your takeaways from this movie?
I think it's
pros, cons.
I think this is the quaint essential. Teenager movie. I mean, they're supposed to be 20-something. Yeah, but this one's more toned down, except for the deaths.
Actually, now that I think about it, these two movies kind of have a lot in common.
They do. And Spring Breakers, I think it was just more of like, they were genuinely like college kids. These kids were just rich kids.
Yeah,
like,
disconnected.
They're supposed to be high schoolers.
They both do.
High schoolers.
They both portray the characters very well.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah,
and it infuriates me. I hate these kind of characters. I hate these kind of group. The generation before or after us. I've talked about this before. I hate the TikTok generation. That's what I'm calling it.
Man. I mean,
I don't consider myself as one, but
we're 20-somethings, and no, there's people like this. We're just this did feel like a really up like reality TV show.
It did,
and, it's something to shut your mind off to and just watch and enjoy.
But these people felt more real, except for the part where they're like pulling out guns and shit. But then again, you guys pulled guns out when you guys were freaking out all the time.
So I thought somebody broke into my house.
That was great. We had a bodies experience, technically.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, without the deaths.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
All facilitated by him. Piece of shit.
I wish I recorded that whole thing.
It was scary, man. Damn. Some pros for me. Characters for sure. They're just, you kind of hate to love them or love to hate them, whichever way you want to look at it.
But some of them are confusing though. That one girl that's supposed to be like the one that pulled out the gun.
Mm-hmm.
She's very confusing to me. Because at first she was like, "You gotta be careful" and shit like that. But then it wasn't resolved at the end, where it's like, did they actually sleep together? I mean, I assume they did. They probably did, but you know, I feel like brain.
Okay, she totally did. Because spoiler alert, she found like the bra in the that was the thing that where what's her name in the movie, or B, where she kind of puts it together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's cheating on me. Those are some pros for me. Some cons though, and it's just on the filmmaking aspect of it. The cinematography kind of sucks at a lot of points. It's just too dark.
I think there's way too many movements for something that's supposed to be in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
It really takes away from like the suspense of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was more distracting to think about like where this character should just be sitting. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it was just like they should just be sitting. They shouldn't be moving.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird edits, and another thing for me was the sound. Sometimes people were too quiet. The music might be too loud. It just felt weird. But that's okay. I mean, those are like the only things I can find wrong with it, and I don't normally pick at that stuff. But it was just kind of noticeable for me because I was like, I am actually really enjoying this movie. Let me find something wrong with it. But otherwise, really enjoyed it. Any other pros, cons?
Nothing. I love that Pete Davidson just died in the... Oh, that's a spoiler.
I was going to say, well, whatever. After, I was going to just talk about the plot and what happens, which is pretty funny. Okay, spoiler alert. So what happens is they play the game Bodies, and... there's like a fake out, and then Pete Davidson actually dies, but we don't know how, and everyone starts accusing each other. It's like Clue and
a werewolf. That's what I said.
Yeah, and it's like that, and everyone's like starts dying of weird ways, and like, no, this person's the killer, this person's the killer, but in reality, Pete Davidson killed himself because he's a big old macho man, and he had to be big dick guy that's bigger dick than the other guy. And essentially he tried to open a bottle of champagne with like a machete, and it comes back, and he tried to open it like this, and then everyone else just dies, and it's crazy
in accidental form.
Yeah, everyone either
so bizarre
dies in an accidental way, or they die, well, I guess everyone was accidental, but there might be some tension that started because of the original death and accusations and stuff. And it just goes downhill. It's a good movie where it's like, oh, obviously there's a lot of underlying shit with these people.
Yeah.
But let's bring it all to the surface by having one of them die and start accusing everybody, it's great, and it works.
Like that there's only like one intentional death in there, and that was the old guy.
Yeah.
He just get bumps in the head. And I also like the fact that they took out the guys very quickly.
Yeah.
I think that was really good writing. Enjoyed it a lot more when they were arguing, honestly. Yeah. I think that was for the most part, I think that's what I enjoyed about this movie, is because it's just a bunch of teenagers. Just 20-somethings.
Bitching at each other.
Yeah, bitching at each other, just saying some random ass shit. Like, it's going to matter in the plot.
The chick with the glow sticks was my favorite.
I hated her so much.
Because she's just so stupid. It's like, God, how do you get up in the morning? And I'm just like, she did it well.
she's the character that infuriated me a lot.
I'm
talking about the character, not the actor.
Yeah.
I think she did a great job with that character.
Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I genuinely did like enjoy the fact that like she was just this annoying bitch.
Mm-hmm.
With no,
it's all these characters. Yeah, it's these, like I said earlier, the characters, you hate them, but you like hate to love them, or love to hate them, whichever you prefer. And really enjoyed that. So Any final thoughts for Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
Eat the rich. The generation after us is dumb.
Don't do TikTok dances.
Dumb.
Don't open a bottle of champagne
People
with a
want clout.
machete.
I'm surprised I didn't bring that up. You just want my clout. All that kind of shit.
No, that would have been good. I don't know. I feel like that would have taken away from it though.
It would definitely.
Yeah.
It's just something to point out. And like, no, I think that's the only thing missing from this generation or from this movie is just people chasing clout.
So let's get to our ratings for Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Here on Continuity Crew, we do two different ratings.
Middle class.
That line is so funny. God damn. We do two ratings: critical and entertainment, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. So what's your critical rating for Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
I think I'd say 7.
7?
There was too many makeout scenes, man. And there were so many like weird seductive scenes.
I watched it with my family.
Yeah, that's true. The seductive scenes were just really they didn't bother me that much, but I think they just really had to slow it down a little bit.
I guess. I think the movie's supposed to be a sexy movie. But I'm gonna give it a 7 as well for my critical rating. It's fun. I enjoy it. If you like a horror comedy, go see this. If you like horror, go see this. It's fun. It's kind of campy. It's fun. Good stuff. Entertainment value, what do you say?
I would say 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
I
think there was a lot of good funny scenes. Pete Davidson to me was I didn't used to like Pete Davidson like prior to anything. Until I watched him in SNL more recently. But in this movie, I think it was just him basically just doing him. And I think that was the best part.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to give it a 9. I agree with everything you said. It's funny. It's great. All the characters I just enjoyed. And it was really fun. It's just fun. I'm going to say it again. It's fun.
It's a movie made for, I guess, everybody. Maybe not for older people.
I guess.
I feel like older people are just gonna be.
It's just
like me, who's gonna
funny.
be infuriated.
Yeah. I like it's genuinely funny, and so that's a good thing that you don't get too often. So, but that's our review for Bodies, 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 Bodies. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. We've been the Continuity Crew. I'm Will.
I'm Sophie.
That's Win, and thank y'all for watching. We love movies. We love y'all.
Professional, my bad.
And we'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye.